On to the episode of Siren Blood Curse. This time we'll be playing as Melissa, in which we're going to be back in the hospital to find Bella, even though she's not there. Let's begin.
念のために確認しないとな。人間だと思って助けたら怪物だったなんて全く
Do I look like a monster? Are you crazy?
My approach. But this is a matter of life and death. After all.
Is anyone there? Hello?
And now I begin playing as Melissa. She has the personality of Naoko, but she has the events of Reiko. And, well, we gotta find Bella. So, yeah, we can't get inside the hospital.
There must be a way to get inside.
Well, there is. You see that little black spot there? That's your way inside. But first of all, she's a female, she's a TV reporter, she's like 24 years old. Or is it? No, 34 years old. And yeah, she has some flares. This is important to note because these flares are going to be very useful. Because this level introduces pretty much the majority of the rest of the enemies in this game that we already know of. We've already seen regular Shibitos. We've already seen flying Shibitos. But where are our spiders and brains? Well, once we open this door, we're about to see them. Right. So what do you do with these guys? Throw a flare. They actually get stunned by flares. So, yeah. That's your point to run. So, they do act the same, by the way, these guys. They can get stuck by doors. But they do also get stunned by flares. And these flares go around the entire level. So, you know. There's nothing around here, unfortunately, but this is where Bella would be. The area we want to go to, though, is over here because we can't go that way, but we can grab this parking sign, which is our weapon, and we need a weapon. Right, so over in this door here is another spider, but it has something we need, a key. So, we'll be flaring. We got enough time. There you go. Beat the shit out of the fucking spider. There you go. Take the fucking key. Take care of this fucking spider, by the way. Okay. Go over to that door. Close it. Keep it locked in there. Now run up the stairs. Just run. If you're lucky or you had enough time, you should be able to get all the way up to the rooftop, in which you'll find a locked door. Unlock it. Go inside and move on forward, in which you will find yourself at, guess what? A fucking cutscene. You should close the doors behind you just in case. Just, you know, in case of a spider.
Sam? Sam! Sam! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That idiot!
Guess what? This level is a Risa level. Because we have to pull the alarm or something in order to get these guys to notice and help us out.
What the hell is that sound? Where's it coming from?
And yes, we get to hear them talk.
It's just great. There's another thing to add to the list of things going wrong today. What is wrong with this village?
You can keep moving, by the way.
This is settling here until morning. I believe those things can stay indoors.
Damn freaks of nature. Where are you two? Gotta be something I can do.
Now,
Does that work? Maybe we can use it to call for help.
That phone's
Unfortunately,
important.
all means of contact with the outside world have been cut. We can communicate within the village, but it would be taking a great risk.
Go left.
Meaning the person on the other end really is the person.
Go into this room. There's an archive item in here. Okay, so he's gonna start looking at the phone. That number on the phone is important, probably like the notebook of Saigo's. Or Saigo's, whatever. Keep that number in mind. You need it in order to actually beat this mission. But first of all, continue on forward, and we're about to meet another friend of ours. The fucking brain! Right. When you go into the elevator, another Shibito will be right over to the other side. Just throw a flare and fuck it up. Now, we have a no Shibito, we have a brain Shibito rolling it around. And there's another spy Shibito down to the basement, which is where they're all gonna be. Go to the basement. If you want this to be easier on yourself, go to the fucking basement. Throw a flare. Run in. Find the nurse and beat her down. Then find the brain and kill it. Just go in front of it and beat the shit out of that fucking brain. It won't do anything. It won't even run away. Really easy brain. And there you go. And grab the scalpel too. It's a new weapon.
When this thing died, the others did too.
Keep your parking sign and go back up. Because now we have to go to the phone in the surgery prep room, which is floor 1, floor 2. Go back up. And, yeah. Go to the phone. Don't fuck around, though, because we didn't really just stop the brain completely. If you remember, the brain is just stunned. So, we do have to, unfortunately, you know, hurry the fuck up. We don't get that much time, so be quick about this. And remember the number. If you didn't, make sure you can actually get back to those guys and, you know, see it again real quickly. Otherwise, dial it up, and that's it for the mission. So yeah, no alarm, but definitely a phone this time, so it's still a Risa mission. And there you go. They're alerted, and that's mission accomplished.
What are you doing in this village anyway?
I don't understand. What you mean?
Help me!
Melissa.
Where's Sam? He's there, isn't he?
Melissa! Is that you?
Where could she be?
Wait. This looks like Bella's.
It means she's alive!
The Iraqbari Church.
You know where this is?
Yes, it looks just like the church built in Karwari. It's just down the road. That way. I have a few things I must take care of.
Let's go.
Okay.
Thanks for all your help. We'll make it through this. Don't give up hope.
Kiboka. さすがに飽きた。
And now for something very interesting. No, not Seigo basically taking a gun to the head. That's a Akira moment. We're playing as Amana. We never played as the evil nun in the first game. And her only mission is to recall lost memories. Amana is interesting. We'll see it soon, but right now all we have to do is follow this Shibito closely behind. By the way, she's a nun, she's a female, but her age is unknown. Because she's that chick of the fucking folklore where she's lived for like 500 years or whatever. So, yeah. This is gonna be interesting. So, keep a close eye on the Shibito right over here. And then follow her. Don't let her see you, but keep close, because other Shibito will eventually see you if you're not close to this Shibito. But, when you get to the part where you're going up a hill, don't follow her. Just stay at, like, the very start of that hill and wait. I'll tell you when, okay? So, stay about... Keep following about here. This is fine. Maybe a bit more. Yeah, about there should be fine. Right. Now, wait for the Shibito to see this Shibito over here by the door. This Shibito will go to the door and let her and this guy in. So, once they're both going inside, that's your cue to make your move. Because they won't see you. Right. Now is your cue to move. You wait a little bit more if you want, just in case. But yeah, you can move right now. Now, as they go inside, like into the secret little hatch area, that's your time to move as well. Look to your right, there's going to be a flare. Well, actually a few. Keep them. They're not of much use outside of one specific moment. There's also a hiding spot here. Keep note of that hiding spot. Right. Follow these guys down, but don't get seen. And don't follow them all the way. When you get to the water, just wait. Because, eventually, and this bitch has our pendant, by the way, we need to get that back. The pendant is going to be placed here. And then she's going to turn around and go back a little bit. So that's why you want to stay over here. They're praying to it. She'll pray to it as well. See? Now's your time to get a little bit closer to where they are so that you can be told to distract these guys. See? Toss a signal flare into the well. The well is connected to this area, which is weird. I don't know why they have it made this way, but yeah. The well is basically where these guys are. So let's just get ourselves all the way to the well, toss signal flare inside of there, and then run back and hide. Then we need to wait for all three of these Shibito to run all the way outside of the house. And, yeah, then we can go in and get our pendant back. Right. Now wait. Don't do anything, but wait. This Shibito, I believe, is the last to get out. So, yeah. But just in case, keep count of the Shibito that come out on your left side if you're doing the thing with the, sight checking on the right. So, here you go. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now you can leave. crawl. There you go. Get on your knees and just... There you go. Right. Grab your pendant, a cutscene will happen. Oh, and grab a fucking beer bottle too. They're around here. You'll need it as a weapon to get past these guys.
What is it you ask of me?
And now comes a puzzle which requires an interesting bit. Past sight. Past sight was only in Siren 2 with one character. Amana has that. This is the only instance of someone from Siren 2 being in this. Which is really interesting. The past sight is only useful for this puzzle though. So, it doesn't get used much, and Amana only gets played once in the entire game, so don't get used to seeing Siren 2 stuff, unfortunately. We won't be seeing much of the past sight, but past sight here is actually done worse, because usually it informs you about past sight with a nice little yellow blink, but you just get the same event you would get if you were caught by a Shibito. So that sucks. So, that name there, keep note of that name. Now, as for us, we gotta take care of this bitch. Knock her down out the bottle. Now, take care of the other Shibito with your fucking bottle, your broken bottle. And hurry up. Hey, thanks! I didn't expect you to be a fucking bastard to the Shibito, but, cheers! Oh yeah, flying Shibito. Grab the kitchen knife. Okay. Now, I was gonna go and attack this asshole, which I am, but attacking flying Shibito with a metal weapon is not easy in this game. There you go. You're better off running away, but if you really want to, you can indeed fight them. Okay, so down over here will be another Shibito weapon for us to grab. Grab it, it's the dagger. Okay, now, here's the thing. Stay over here, and there's another site here. That name there, that's the important name. I was wrong. That map is important, because it tells you where you need to be to stand, here. Then, you get that name. Remember that fucking name. Also, grab this weapon. Shibito's coming for me. There it is, the noodle cleaver. We're knocked down by a mallet, damn it. But he didn't knock me down again, so... This noodle cleaver, really useful. We can't take the mallet though. But we can take the noodle cleaver, which does pretty much about as much damage, so we're good to go. Run down here, to this corner here. There's a gateway. This is our exit. But, we have to unlock it. Now, I forgot about this a little bit. I went back and got it anyway. But, the solution to that puzzle you saw there, back at the place where we got the pendant. Yeah. The solution comes up on this site here, this past site that's right by this gate. Just go to the gate, these enemies won't come for us, and then past site it. There you go. Remember the combinations here. They're random. I can't help you with this solution. This solution here is not going to be 100% for you. Remember this combination. Once you know your own combination for those two solutions, the left one is for where we got the pendant, and the right one is for another spot where that puzzle comes in. I'll show you it later on. But right now, take care of this asshole who is not getting stunned. There we go. There we go. Well, she's attacking me with her fist, so I won't die too easily to her. And that should do it. Okay, run on forward. All of these three should be up, by the way, so our last Shibito should be down in here, unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, I can hear the beating. She's in here. Take her down. Done. Okay, first puzzle. Well, they're very similar to the ones I got. You might get lucky and get very similar ones, but I fucked up on what they looked like. My one looks like... By the way, these are kind of weird on how they move, so keep note of that. It is a bit tough to get the movement down. There you go. I always have the bottom being like a fire thing, and the top right being like red. All the top left is actually different, so I have to keep at least that going. Okay, so now I need to get to the graves. Why? Because that was like a thing that is usually signed when someone in the family is dead, I believe. So, you know, go to the graves and find his grave. However, there are multiple graves. Did you remember the name? Because that's also random. I mean, you could brute force this, no problem. There's no issues with brute forcing this. It's just you gotta sidecheck this before you can actually get it. And I got the right guy. Let's open it. And inside of here is the other puzzle. Break this seal, and that's it. You'll have opened the gateway, and you can get the fuck out of here. Thing is, there's one more archive item to get, and it involves these graves. Oh, I was wrong. It was that combination. Top left was the correct one all the time. Okay. So, this grave over here doesn't have any kind of marker to it. So I checked for a past site here. It's the wrong one all the time. But dig it up anyway. Why? Because archive item, that's why.
This message is meant for me.
Yeah, my timing is really terrible right now. I'm sorry. Anyway, we got the engraved plank, so that's good. And now we can actually leave. If you wonder about the other names, here are the other names for these other graves. If you get any of these other names, there's your graves for them. They do have the same graves. And they are the same names here in the graves. It's just the name when it comes to the solution for your playthrough is always different. Same as the gateway. Those two seal puzzles, those are random solutions as well. So, get lucky with it, I guess. Get a good combination. Make sure you remember both of them. Make sure you remember the name, and then go for it. And that's it. Go to the gate, exit out of there, and that's it. Don't worry about any of these Shibito coming after you. They won't get you, so you're fine. Mission accomplished. That's it for this episode.
What is it you desire?
Ah, 僕はハワード・ライトです。OK？ 二人一緒逃げる。頑張る。僕はハワード。君は？
ミヤコ。
OK、ミヤコ。一緒頑張る。
あ
Naoko!
I've never seen this kind of syncretism before. It's definitely a sign of a cult.
You're alive.
I have to perform the ritual
So
again.
pretty.
Damn it, where are those shots coming from?
全部終わったの。私たちは助かったの。
Daddy? Mommy? It's me, Bella, it's me!
Right. So now comes the archive items. I now have the only archive items that have the sort of language that is unique to this game. But first of all, Bella has something new to her, and that is that page we got. So yeah, keep note of the fact that some archive items will be updated as you go along. Right, so now time for these ones. First of all, Seigo's notebook. As you can see, it's very obviously a report. The same kind of report as you-know-who. Except this one is more about what's been going on at the hospital. And, yeah, Seigo is fucked in the head already. He's an asshole. He keeps people hostage. All sorts of shit. Horrible stuff. However, there is also a Risa in this, I believe, or a Mina, whichever one you want. And that person loves Seigo. And we're going to be seeing her little diary soon. So yeah, that was Seigo. Has to fill his responsibility as head of the Seigo household. He is fucked up. So Yuki, that name was mentioned by Seigo. But now, we get to see her planner. This is Yuki. We never see her outside of being a Shibito. Because she's one of the nurses. She's basically what the nurse design is. And, I'm not too sure if she is actually supposed to be a Mina, a Risa, or both. We never play as her, though. We could have. We could have played as a Risa and a Mina, but no, we didn't. After this is going to be those archive items that require me to translate the language that we know of, the symbols. And the thing is, they are extremely hard to see. They really blend in with their fucking items, so I had to really look through this shit. First is the Mana Cross Brooch. So, on the back here are the words. And these words translate into wake up. I'll be showing it on the screen right about now. So, yeah. Hard to see, right? But this next one's even worse. Because it's 26 symbols and it's on that fucking plank. It took me a while to actually translate this one. I had to use videos and shit to actually read it. But it actually says, the Circle of Ouroboros must turn. This is important to note. And that's it. Now for Flippin' Archives. We have the parking sign, which is okay. It's kind of goofy to use this weapon with the scalpel. It sucks. We also have the noodle fucking cleaver, which is actually kind of funny, but it's a good weapon. And the dagger, which is meh. And that's it. So, next episode, we are going to be going through some interesting shit. Oh boy. See you then.